gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy.
Oh, hell no.
If I gotta go hard on the bitch, I'ma make it look sexy.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl SolelyTonia, and you already know what the fuck's going on. For today's video, I'm finally going to be sharing a story with you all that I have been talking about for a minute. I have brought it up in previous videos. I asked you guys if you wanted to see it. You do. Now we here. This is the time that I caught my nigga cheating on me again. Unfortunately, this ain't the same nigga that I was talking about in my previous video. This is a whole nother nigga. For some reason, I guess niggas just like cheating on me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's them, but I mean, shit. I already know that this video is gonna be long as hell, so go ahead and, you know, grab you something to drink, you feel me? Get you a snack, okay? Cause you gonna need one. Before I start, I just feel like I have to say this. I am not here to bash anyone. I am just here to simply tell the truth. I just wanted to put that out there before I start telling this story. All right? Now, just like the last story, I didn't actually catch my nigga in the act, like in person, like cheating, but I caught that nigga cheating. So let's just go ahead and get to the goddamn story. I don't like to tell stories without giving y'all a little backstory on everything, you know, so you can understand it more. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't know what that's about, but we just gonna move on. All right, boom. So we gonna start off with how we met. So this is in, I want to say, like the summer of 2012. You feel me? This is when I was a sophomore in high school. Life was aight. You feel me? I'll be honest with you, my whole high school life was kind of ass. And that's only because I was always in and out of school, and there was reasons for that. But like the only semester in high school that I was there for the whole year was my senior year, and that's it. And then all the rest of the years I was there for like one semester. So it was like kind of hard for me to, you know, get back into the swing of things, because you know, when you in and out of school, you meeting all of these new people and people click up, and then you like, well damn, where the hell am I supposed to go? Especially when you shy like me. I was so shy back then. Like, I'm still shy now, but like I was way shyer than I am now, like terribly shy. It was kind of hard for me to warm up to people. It still is, because I'm just, you know, a bitch, and I just don't like people like that, but you know, it be like that sometimes. Anyways, so boom, it is sophomore year, you feel me, and I forgot what semester it was. I don't know if it was first semester or it was first semester. It was first semester. All right, first semester of sophomore year. It's the first day of school. I'ma paint the picture for you. When I was in high school, I was always like the last person to show up to class. Now, there was reasons for that we can get into at a later time, but we ain't got time for all that shit. Now, everybody knows on the first day of school, nobody likes being the last one to come into the classroom, because then that means you gonna be the center of attention and everybody gonna be looking at your black ass because you late on the first day. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you feel me? Like, you gotta go into the classroom, you gotta get inside the class, you gotta learn some shit. This was, I think this was what? Third period? Yeah, this was third period. Third period was, I believe, U.S. history or some shit like that. Something about history. Like I said, I'm gonna paint the scene for y'all. So I walk up to the door, right? I open the door. I kid you not. When I walk inside the door, all I hear is at least one and at least two dams from two niggas in the back of the classroom. I sit my black ass down in the first chair that I see. I see all these people looking at me. I see a few niggas that I know. So I'm like, you know, hey, what's up, my nigga? Like, well, I ain't do all of that. I was just kind of like, because, you know, I was shy back then. So I kind of did that. And then I sat my ass down. You feel me? That's where I met that nigga. We not gonna do no name dropping, okay? Because we don't need all of that shit. This nigga name is just gonna be that nigga. That nigga was a 5'9"-ish, you know, probably about this tall compared to me. Yeah, probably about that tall compared to me. Light-skinned, curly hair nigga. Unfortunately, that's the type of shit that I was into back then. As y'all know, ever since that relationship, I don't really fuck with the light-skinned niggas like that because they be acting funny, you feel me? Like, what I'm trying to say is, I ain't got nothing against light-skinned niggas. Like, you know, I can't really blame it on all of y'all. It's just one that I dealt with just kind of got me like feeling a way about all y'all niggas as a whole. So, it be like that sometimes. He was the type of nigga that really wouldn't say nothing to you, like, directly. He would just, like, say shit to you indirectly and, like, make jokes in class and make sure that you hear him type shit. Like, I sat on one side of the class and they sat on the whole other side of the class. That nigga would never sit forward. He would always sit in my direction. And I never got that shit, but I guess I get it now. Like I mentioned before, I was always in and out of school. So the first semester, I was there for a little bit, but then some shit happened and I was out of school. So I was out of school and somehow, I think, yeah, I was on Twitter. I had tweeted and I was like, bored, text me. You know shit we used to do back then, like that dumb shit. Bored, text me. So I tweeted that. That nigga slid into my DMs and he said, let me get your number. And I was like, shit, I'm bored, why not? Gave the nigga my number. After like a few, probably like a month or something of talking, we was dating officially. We was boyfriend and girlfriend type shit, you feel me? In the beginning, the relationship, you know, was great. You know, every time anyone gets into a relationship, it's real lovey-dovey in the beginning. That real, like, nasty shit that nobody wanna see.
Hey, love butt. Hey, I got a little bit of juice left. You want some juice? Okay, give it to me. Nah, shut up. Nah, you do it. Good, good. Now. Same time, do it. Your nose is in the way. Now, your nose is in the way.
Ugh! What the hell is wrong with you? Don't nobody want to see that bullshit. That shit make me mad. Like, can y'all do that in the privacy of your own home? If y'all ever heard of the song X Factor by Lauryn Hill, that's basically how my relationship was. If y'all ever heard of the song Consideration by Rihanna, that basically explains how I feel about that relationship. If y'all ever heard of what Safari said about him and Nicki Minaj and how she treated him in a relationship, if that's true, let's just say I was a Safari of that situation. That's just the best way that I can explain it right now in my mind. When I watched that shit, I was like, nigga, is that me? Like, I was like, damn, like, me and Safari got a lot in common, my nigga. Like, I'm just playing. Before we even started dating, I seen red flag after red flag. Okay? Red flag number one. This nigga cried when he seen my DMs.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I kid you not, my nigga. I am not playing. I would never lie to you. Let me tell you what happened. He was the type of nigga who liked to go through, you know, people's phones. I guess obviously he was very insecure. I'm the type of person, if I'm in a relationship, if I feel like I have to go through your phone, then obviously I don't need to be with you. I'm not the type of person to go through people's phones. Like, if I'm with you, it's because I trust you 100%. I'm not about to waste my energy going through your fucking phone. Like, if I have to do that, I'm not gonna be with you, period. One day, this was on our first date, we came back to the house, we was chilling, and he picked up my phone, he started going through it. This was on our first date. For some reason, he started going through my Twitter DMs. This was on our first date. I kid you not, he seen a DM from 105 weeks ago. I remember that number exactly. It was 105 weeks ago. And I was flirting with a nigga. I kid you not, when he seen the message, I was about to say man, but after you hear what I'm about to say, you might think otherwise. This nigga cried when he seen my DMs. This was on our first date. Ugh! What the hell is wrong with you? At first, of course, he questioned me about it. He was like, who is this? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, nigga, I don't know. Like, a nigga that I was flirting with when I was single. Like, fuck you mean? I ain't say all of that, but that's basically what I said. I said it in a nice way. Like, but I was kind of like, what are you talking about? Like, it was really weird to me. But it gets weirder. So what had happened was all of a sudden his whole mood changes, and he slowly puts his head down like this on the bed, and you know, I kind of shake him a little bit, and I'm like, you good, my nigga? Like, you okay? And he gets up kind of like abruptly, and he goes to the bathroom, and I'm looking up and I'm like, okay. Then I just happened to look down, and what the hell do I see? I see a wet spot on my bed, and I ain't had, you know, no water bottles around. I ain't had nothing to drink. You feel me? It just clicked in my head that that's where he just put his head. So what that is a tear. So this nigga cried because he seen me DM somebody from 105 weeks ago. At first I was like, the fuck this nigga got going on? But then I really liked him, and I was in love, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, maybe like he just really cares. Like, no one's ever done nothing like that before. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, I wonder why. Because bitch, you don't deal with crazy niggas, that's why. Red flag number 2, he got mad if and when I ever hung out with anyone outside of him. And if I did hang out with anyone outside of him, that nigga would basically harass the fuck out of me until I answered his calls. If I didn't text him back fast enough, he would call me constantly until I answered the phone. Shit was crazy, my nigga. Like, shit, I was dealing with some shit now. Let's just say that. I was dealing with some goddamn shit. I legit felt like I was in prison. Like, deadass. Like, I really feel like I've been in prison before. Like, because of this relationship. Like, I feel like my street cred should low-key go up, because that was like a real-life prison, my nigga. Like, I couldn't have no friends. Male or female. Yeah, I said that shit. Male or female. Let me tell you something. Anytime I would try to talk to another nigga, this nigga would have like a radar. You know, just like, boom, bitch, who you talking to? And then he would just zoom and he would shut all of that shit down. And I'm just like, the fuck this nigga got going on? When it came to the female shit, he would shut down the female shit. This nigga wanted me to stop being best friends with my best friend. Like, he legit was like, yo, this shit gonna have to stop. And I was like, what the fuck is you talking about? And he was like, yo, this whole best friend thing. I was like, the fuck this nigga got going on? My nigga, I couldn't even hang out with my mother. My goddamn mama. I couldn't even hang out with my goddamn mama without him getting mad at me, my nigga. It was crazy. Like, I couldn't do nothing. If he wasn't there, he was mad. And he would call me. And he would cuss me out. Like, just real crazy, obsessive. Red flag number 3. Throughout the relationship, I started to notice that he started to lie about the smallest shit. Like, shit that don't make sense. Now, obviously, if you lie about small shit, you gonna lie about big shit. He just started to get really weird. Like, doing real, like, sneaky, fugazi, weird shit, my nigga. Just kind of, like, real questionable, like, the fuck you got going on type shit. Like, this nigga would like take shit from my house and I would find it in his book bag, and I would be like, why the fuck is my lotion in your book bag? He'd be like, huh? And I'm like, so you stealing shit now? Like, nigga was just real sneaky. Like, so this is about probably like 2.5 years into our relationship. Shit starts to get really weird. This is when, like I mentioned, he started to lie about the littlest things. And he just started to act real sneaky type shit. This nigga would usually leave my house at around 12 o'clock. That was his time that he had to leave and go home. Unfortunately. And then it got to a point where he would start leaving at like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, that's a kind of big of a time difference. Like, what are you doing from 9 to 12? Like, what are you doing? Like, I know you're not going home before curfew. Like, who the fuck do that type shit, you know? So I asked him, I'm like, so who's picking you up? And he said, oh, my brother. Mind you, he has 2 brothers. One of them doesn't even live here or live I was in Georgia at the time. So one of them don't even live in Georgia. So his other brother, I'm like, all right, I didn't even know that nigga drive. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. He got his own car and everything. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, bet, cool. So, one day, this was like probably like a week later or some shit like that. One day, his brother happens to come over. His brother comes over to match, and for some reason, that nigga had to leave. And so me and his brother was just, you know, smoking a blunt, conversing, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So we doing that. And, you know, me trying to be slick, you know, trying to like get information type shit. I was kind of like, you know, I don't drive. Y'all know I still don't drive. But at that point in time, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to, you know, get my permit and stuff because, you know, I want to learn how to drive. Just asking him like, you know, is it hard type shit? And unknowingly telling on his brother's dumbass, this nigga says, oh, I don't even drive. And everything just clicked in my head, and I'm like, bitch, you don't goddamn drive. Fuck you mean you don't drive? He was like, yeah, I don't even got my license. And I'm just sitting here like, funny, because your brother just told me a week ago that you the one that been picking him up 3 hours earlier from my house. So now I know some shit ain't adding up. Then, of course, anytime anyone starts acting funny with their phone, you know some shit is happening. That nigga cheating, that bitch cheating, something is going on. So he starts acting real funny with his phone. In the beginning of the relationship, that nigga didn't give a fuck about his phone. He threw that shit anywhere. Like, he was like, oh, he had nothing to hide, so he had no reason to give a fuck. Then it got to the point where nigga started, you know, purposely turning his phone down the other way and taking the phone to the bathroom to pee. Like, I get it if you going to go take a shit, my nigga, but you gonna go piss. Like, that literally takes like 5 seconds for niggas. Like, the fuck you need your phone for? So I knew something was up with that shit. Then there was one particular bitch that I would always see on his social media. And I was just kind of like, why this bitch keep popping up? Like, there ain't no other bitches commenting on your shit, calling you cute, because you ain't even that cute.
While you have a chance, you need to be trying to get an education, because your looks ain't gonna get you paid. Because you're not that cute. And your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
So it's like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like I said, and as y'all know, this nigga was controlling as fuck. So he didn't like me liking pictures with niggas in it on Instagram. Like, even if it was like a nigga with his girlfriend, he would like take my phone, and also he had my Instagram password, so sometimes he would log into my Instagram through his phone, and he would go through the pictures that I liked, and he would unlike and unfollow niggas. Like, even niggas that I've known, like I said, niggas that I've known for years, strictly friends, like family friends, like he would unfollow them. I'm the type of person, I ain't about that double standard shit. So if I can't do something, my nigga, you can't do something. That's how I used to be, that's how I am now. That's just how it is. Ain't no, that's what we not gonna do. Because of his insecurities, me and him came to the agreement that if anyone commented on our social media pictures, we would just delete it, so we wouldn't have to see it. Then there's no reason to get mad. So that's what I did. Anytime any other nigga commented on my picture, even if it was someone just saying you're beautiful or nice smile, I deleted it. He would do the same. But then it got to a point where there was this one bitch, and this one bitch kept popping up, and I'm like, bitch, why are you here? Like, no, like, for real, why are you here? Like, that shit would make me mad. So I confronted him about it, and I'm like, why the fuck is this one particular bitch always popping up on your shit, and why aren't you deleting it? Like, I delete all the niggas that comment on my shit, so why aren't you deleting it? Why do I have to come to you constantly and tell you to delete this motherfucking picture? I don't get it. It's not hard. All you gotta do is click ... delete that shit. That's all you gotta do. It's not hard. I didn't get it. So I confronted him, and this nigga said, oh, it's nothing. That's my coworker. Yeah, she work at so-and-so with me. This and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I bet, my nigga. Bet. I'ma believe you. Because like I said, when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I put my full trust in them. Even when they acting funny, I'm the type of bitch, I have to find out everything. I need proof. I want to know that you cheating on me before I come to you, you know, asking you if you cheating on me. So if I ever ask you a question, I already know the answer to that shit. Inspector Gadget head ass bitch. That's me. Now, I was going to confront this nigga on this topic, but I continue to give this nigga the benefit of the doubt. For the simple fact that this nigga was so fucking crazy with the shit that he would do and the shit that he would put me through. In my mind, I was like, there's no way that he's that crazy and he's not being faithful to me. Like, there's no way he would cheat on me if he's acting like that. But little did I goddamn know. And at this point, I was still trying to get my head together to like confront him on the situation, because that nigga was mad manipulative. Like, he know how to switch some shit and turn it on me, and then I just be like, you know what, forget it. So that nigga didn't even give me the chance to do that shit. You wanna know why? No. Because one night we was on the phone. Y'all know when you got a girlfriend or you got a boyfriend, sometimes y'all fall asleep on the phone, you know, that cute shit. Because this nigga was fucking crazy, I had to fall asleep on the phone with him every goddamn night, because I guess that was his way of knowing that I wasn't talking to no other niggas in my sleep, basically. This one particular night, me and him fell asleep on the phone, and I'm over there. I wasn't asleep. I was over there, you know, watching YouTube videos, smoking a blunt, you know, doing what I do now, chilling. Then my black ass is just over here thinking that my man is over there asleep, you know, being faithful to me. And then all of a sudden, what the fuck do I hear? A bitch. Huh? A bitch.
What's that?
Yes, my nigga, I heard a bitch.
Say again?
A bitch was on the line. And I was like, who the hell is this bitch? Oh, hell no, cuz.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't.
I kid you not. I would never forget these words. The words that came out of this bitch's mouth. This bitch says, what did she say? I don't know who you think I am or what you think this is, but you need to tell her. That's what the fuck I heard came out of that bitch throat. Okay? So you know what that tell me? That tell me
I am disgusted. You better talk to her before I do, because I'm hurt her feelings.
that bitch know about me. And that bitch is tired of being a side bitch. And she just gave that nigga a goddamn ultimatum. She said, you need to tell her. I went off. And then right when that nigga heard my voice, of course, he hung the fuck up. I'm calling that nigga back. I'm mad as fuck. I'm shaking. I can't even I'm just, because I was just like, again, like why? What the fuck did I do?
Thank God for my reefer, man.
And not only that, but you're putting me through all of this bullshit, but yet you cheating on me?
Nope. You gotta go doing that.
I finally get through to the nigga. I call him back. He finally answers. I'm still going off. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Okay? That I just heard on the phone talking about some goddamn you need to tell her. Who the fuck is her? Okay? Excuse me. Let me see the bitch. Put the bitch on three-way. That's basically what's going on. He like, lie number one. Aw, chill. It's not even like that. I wasn't even talking to nobody. Lie number two. Man, that was my brother's girlfriend. I was helping her out, you know, with her relationship. Lie number three. That was my co-worker. It was nothing. We was just talking about work. I said, bitch, you had me at co-worker. I know who the fuck that bitch is. That's that bitch that was on your page that I've been talking about. And you told me, that's just my co-worker. What the fuck type of work relationship is that? To where she commenting heart eyes and the heart emojis on your motherfucking picture, and now y'all on the phone on three-way, except I don't goddamn know the shit, and she talking about some, you need to tell her, and you still ain't tell me who her is. So for the next few weeks of our relationship, I was still all fucked up in the brain. My evil ass was plotting revenge, and I didn't even know it, even though I knew it in the back of my mind. The shit was premeditated as fuck, and this is where y'all gonna start to judge me, but you know what? I don't give a fuck, Keisha. Anyways, so what had happened was I had did more research. So I had one of my friends at the time follow her and look at her page, and lo and behold, these motherfuckers done spent Christmases together. Like, I don't know how the fuck this nigga kept this shit up for how long. I don't know how long they was together, but they had pictures together. He had a picture with her fucking mom. Like, this nigga met her family. And you know, the craziest part about it is you want to know the craziest part about it? The bitch that he was with never smiled in none of her pictures. You know what that tell me? That tell me that bitch ain't got no teeth. So this nigga was cheating on me with a bitch who ain't even got no goddamn teeth. What type of shit is that? That's that shit that make me mad. Niggas be downgrading. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I know I'm not perfect, but nigga, come on. And you still ain't tell me who her is. On top of that, even though I ain't have no friends because of his ass, I still have people that fucked with me no matter what. Even if I did cut them off for a nigga that wasn't shit, they was still fucking with me. So I had a nigga see these two bitches out at the movies having a good time on a date. I guess he don't consider that shit cheating. I goddamn do. Moving on. So now I feel like I have concrete proof, but I still could not break up with that nigga. I tried to. Once again, I said, I can't trust you. After all this bullshit, I'm hearing shit in the streets about you, and you embarrassing me. I'm out. This nigga was still pulling that I'ma kill myself type shit. And that shit still got to me. I don't know why. Nobody wants to be the reason why somebody hurts themselves. Even though you kind of know in the back of your mind they not gonna do nothing. This nigga, I kind of felt like he was gonna do something because that nigga was fucking crazy. Clearly, something was wrong with that nigga. So I was just, you know, that shit kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So I came up with a plan. And obviously, the plan that I came up with just goes to show that my mental back then was shot as fuck. My plan was to cheat on that nigga back. Yeah, I said it. Cheat on that nigga back. You know why?
No.
Because first of all, I thought it would make me feel better. Second of all, this is where all of the judgment begins. And you know what? I'm okay with it. It's fine. Judge me if you want to. I don't give two fucks. So I thought to myself, if this nigga won't let me break up with him, if I cheat on him, he ain't gonna have no choice but to leave me. Because don't no nigga want no bitch doing no whole shit. So I was like, bet, let me. And plus, at the same time, I was like, fuck this nigga. Like, I felt like it would make me feel better. So I did that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, afterwards, I felt amazing. I was like, wow, that's how it really is supposed to be? That's crazy. I never knew.
Man, I'm dead.
So I did that, and then for the first like day or two, I felt good. I was like, that's the fuck he get. Fuck him. And then I was like, if he can't be honest with me and tell me that he cheated on me, I'm not gonna be honest with him. But then it got to the point where I started feeling like a whole sack of boo-boo, my nigga. Like, I just started feeling like shit, because I'm like, man, I just sat myself down for a second. I was like, Tonia, you just did some whole ass shit, and that's not cute. Like, I really said that to myself. I'm like, that was some whole ass shit, my nigga, and that's not cute. So, you know, it got to the point where I had to stop making excuses. You know, I had to stop. I just had to stop making excuses for myself. No matter what that nigga put me through, and he put me through some shit, I still feel like no one deserves to get cheated on. And I'm not a cold-hearted bitch, because if I was, I would have been able to do that shit and be like, all right, bet it's done. But I couldn't. That shit was weighing on me like, because y'all don't understand, for the longest time, I had never made a mistake. So once I had like look myself in the mirror, like that shit is real. Like once you do some shit, you do some bad shit and you come off your high horse, and then you really just like take a mirror, my nigga, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you just like, damn, you ugly as fuck. That's what happened to me. I was looking at myself, I was like, ugh, what the hell is wrong with you? So I just had to get my shit together. I had to pray about that shit. So you know what I did? I called that nigga up probably like a few weeks later, and I told him what happened. And you want to know what that nigga said? That nigga was like, damn, for real? You know what? You such a good person, because not a lot of people would do that shit. I said, I know. You one of them goddamn people. But that nigga knew he couldn't feel no type of way, because first of all, he knew he cheated on me and all the bullshit he put me through while we was in the goddamn relationship. I know all of you are probably wondering, why the fuck did you stay with this nigga for 3 years? I dealt with this shit for 3 years. It started the first year that we started dating. So the first year I was ready to leave. Let me tell you why. I don't know if this is a good excuse, but at the time I was emotional and I was vulnerable. If it was me now, I would have been left. And I would have hurt the fuck out of that nigga's feelings in the process. At that point in time, I wasn't there. I was... Listen, man, look. Until you've been in a controlling and or abusive relationship, you really wouldn't understand. Like, it got to the point where I was kind of like dependent on that nigga. Like, when someone controls you and literally nitpicks and takes everything out of your life, your friends, you know, your personality, like everything, you kind of become dependent on that person. So that's what happened with me and that nigga. Not to mention that to this day, he would never admit that he ever cheated on me. So I'm more of a real nigga than he is, because I could admit that shit before he could ever do that shit. And on top of that, the coworker bitch with no teeth is now his girlfriend. A round of applause for you, you dumb bitch, you. And that, my niggas, is how I caught my nigga cheating on me again. The moral of today's video is, don't cheat out of spite, because that shit don't make you feel better. It's just gonna make you feel like a hoe. And that, my niggas, is pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know by liking this video and going ahead and comment down below and let me know if you ever cheated out of spite before, because it'll probably make me feel a little bit better about my past decisions. Also, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that. All y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SolelyTonia, and my Snapchat is Tonia_15. Until next time, y'all stay black. If you're not black, stay blessed. And I'll be seeing y'all in my next video. Bye.
Got a lot on my mind, I'm thinking I'm needing a break to clear up the clutter, dang man. Can I get a minute, cause the space man, you been in my head playing games, man. You be way to control it. Got me feeling like I can't breathe, I can't even hang with the homie. Ain't no reason not to trust me, I'm your lady, not a slave. You my nigga, not my master, I'll escape, thinking who can